Kiev and Moscow signed a protocol agreement on the transit of Russian gas to the EU and on the settlement of mutual claims. This was stated by Gazprom after talks in Minsk, which was attended by the head of the company Alexey Miller. In preliminary talks the two sides took part the Vice President of the European Commission Maros Sefcovic, who plays the role of mediator in a gas standoff between Russia and Ukraine. Russia at the talks in Berlin was represented by the head of Gazprom Alexey Miller and Russian Energy Minister Alexander Novak. Novak said that the parties had prepared a detailed draft protocol and a future agreement on gas. However, these details still need to be harmonized at the highest level. At the political level, the gas conflict between Moscow and Kiev on December 9 discussed the presidents Vladimir Putin and Vladimir Zelensky on the sidelines of the summit, Norman 4 in Paris. 10-year transit contract between Naftogaz and Gazprom ends January 1, 2020. The main condition of renewal or conclusion of a new treaty Moscow called a waiver of the requirement to pay about $3 billion compensation, including interest, awarded to the Kiev-Stockholm arbitration. Part of a package agreement on gas with Ukraine may be paid Gazprom about $3 billion by the decision of the Stockholm arbitration, said on Friday afternoon the Russian agency TASS, Interfax and RIA Novosti, citing a source in the Russian delegation. The European Commission had previously proposed to Gazprom to conclude a transit contract for 10 years with an annual volume of 60 billion cubic meters. Zelensky said that Ukraine counts on a 10-year contract. Moscow is interested in the minimum of time because in the next year expects to launch the pipeline Nord Stream 2. Gazprom has made statements of intent, but later softened his position. And Putin the day before suddenly said at the annual press conference that the Ukrainian transit is needed, and Russia is interested to fulfill the commitments regarding the future of the transit agreement. I want to draw your attention to the fact that we are not going to conclude what is the term of the contract, in order then to stop the transit. No. We are interested in. We want is a convenient route, Putin said. The decision of the Stockholm arbitration on the payment of compensation to Ukraine, Russian president called political, but noted that since this decision, Russia will come out of it and look acceptable to all parties. Solution.